Orphans get free seaside vacation. That's the other headline that I missed. Yes. Welcome back to Let's Play Stacking. I'm BurningDogFace. And before we get into this whole mess Charlie's found himself in, I just realized that the entire floor of the pen here is newspapers. Ahem. Before we get into that mess, there's a whole other can of worms I need to explain to you guys. All these toys in the corner sound like a lot of unhappy children, which is weird. I'm gonna go in that direction. Odd. Alright. Alright. I'm not doing too well today, to be perfectly honest. The other day, I think it was Monday night, my computer tells me, "Hey, we have a Windows update to install. When would you like to restart?" And you know, it was late, and I had put off, well, not put off, I just forgot to compress the fourth video of the session, number 24, until then. It still needed to be done, but I thought to myself, okay, I'll just reboot and get it over with. And it installed the update, and it forgot my profile, my user profile for Windows. It set every specific option and preference back to default. Lost my background, lost all of the icons on my desktop, reset them to base 0, and like Microsoft Edge, Chrome was on there. So I resigned myself to the mess of having to put everything back, because the files are still there, just didn't remember that it was connected to any of them. So I basically hey, install Steam for me. Okay. Hey, Steam's already installed on this machine. Should we just make it active? That kind of thing. And I bring it up because I made some efforts, put the browsers back. I'd lost all my browsing history and bookmarks too, so there's that. And then Tuesday rolls around, I get up, I check my computer, and my old profile is back. All my stuff is back. Except there's one problem. See, the previous night I had found some of the most important files. To me, anyway. And I put them on the new desktop. I got to search for where they were hidden in the guts of the file folders, and moved them to the new desktop. That was the problem, right there. I mean, part of the problem was that it lost everything. It couldn't even remember which codec I normally use in my compression program to stick all the footage together. So that's why video 24 went out a day late. Sorry about that. I mean, I got it back the next day when it remembered everything. But the problem is, you see, when the updates in Windows 10 fuck with your profile, it creates a new profile. A temporary profile. So the next day when it reinstated my real profile, it erased the temporary profile and everything I had placed on its desktop. A folder labeled text files, most egregiously, which has had all kinds of stuff, which is almost entirely whimsy-based. A text file that lists the stupid names I give to shotguns in my Let's Plays. An archive of every Christmas list I've made since 2007. and a file called Stacking Notes, where after I finish a video of this series, I Alt-Tab and write a title and a description so that I don't have to keep the entire session straight in my head. I've been doing that for years, in fact, with the same file. Every time I start a new Let's Play, I rename it, that file. So Splinter Cell Notes became Spider-Man Notes, and Spider-Man Notes became Stacking Notes. And now it's gone. And I have been doing it for years. The oldest series I can definitively remember doing it for was the Mad Max game I played in 2020. But even if that was the very first one ever, and I don't think it was, that's at least 4 years I've been doing this. I am not happy about this at all. Not one little bit. Oh yes, and a subfolder for every note I've ever taken while playing D&D. It was just a bunch of text files, but I felt like a friend had died, because they had a lot of emotional importance to me. But I decided not to give up. I'd get right back into it. And that means sucking it up and helping Charlie with his quest. Because who the fuck else is going to? You know, I really didn't like the realization I had that the teddy bear, Mr. Ruffles, is, he's a size 0 figurine. I think he could literally tell the kid what to do. Oh, that's right, I shouldn't be me. It's this way I can keep an eye on Mr. Ruffles. Defeat Sickle the Sly. What if I... He is unmoved. What do these other people do? No, he just looks at people. He's got to be like a sneezing kid or something. Sugar Rush. Belly bump. The bully kid just jumps and thrusts his stomach forward. Salt. Shake pepper. He gives me an idea. What does he have to say? Keep your distance. Nothing you say will make me abandon my post. Nothing short of a bad pestilence or mild intestinal distress will cause me to leave. Are those soup kids? I'm hungry. Yes. So I probably have to poison the soup. But I'm going to try. What if I just dance pepper next to him so that he sneezes and thinks he's ill? Nope. He is completely unmoved. Ooh, ice swan. With a fireman next to it spraying water on it. Now, child, quickly? Now it's a cutscene showing him spraying water onto it. Quickly, child, blast it with your fan and freeze the water. Oh, for fuck's sakes, it's Hans. He's got a bucket on his head full of ice and a fan on the front. Our combination is well met. Oh no, it shattered. They made it too cold. Combo abilities. Some abilities can be combined to create a more powerful effect. First, stack the two dolls together, then use the larger doll's ability, and then unstack to the next size down doll and quickly use its ability. Hey, Hans. Are you lost, too? Sometimes I can't even remember my name. Then I look on my underwear band, where my mother always writes my name. I miss Mother. Oh, dear. Wait, I should look around and see if there's a guard in this room before I do that. There's a bunch of adults who all appear to be dancing or sneezing. I'm not sure which. Nope. Her hat jumps up in the air and does a 180 when she sneezes. Oh! This guy is sick, though. Holy fuck. He's got 2 ice bags tied to his head. He's got a thermometer in his mouth. And he keeps sneezing big green explosions of mucus everywhere. Oh, that's what it is. Anyone he sneezes on temporarily turns green and starts sneezing like that. What? There are 3 mustaches framed on the wall. What the fuck? I can see that they're physical objects, too. That's not just painted on. Why are there mustaches up there? You're not afraid of a little pollution, are you, child? You're lucky to have a job in a tough economy, child. Same thing. Hey, there's the soup, kid. You got a bowl of soup on your head. Can you keep a secret, kid? I have a hard time keeping the pigeons out of the soup bowl. Sometimes they jump right in the bowl. It's enough to make anyone sick. I see what they did there. Okay, first thing I need to do is this. And then this. Ah, the sneezy guy, Sir Sully Taintwell, is, Taintwell, see? Is, a size 4 person. Sir Sully Taintwell, a cavalier investor who never washes his hands or takes a single sick day. Sully has unintentionally spread diseases in 4 continents. Oh dear. I mean, that's more than half of the ones that matter if you consider that Antarctica is a continent. Please, sir, stay away from the soup. You mustn't sneeze into the bowl. I'm not allowed to serve the soup if it gets contaminated. So I'm just going to sneeze directly on that guy. Oh, I don't think I can get under the gate. So yeah, it is probably the soup thing, but I will give it a shot anyway. There's a pretty big explosion of sneeze. Ha! You're too big to get in here and infect me with your germs. He says the same thing when I try it on him. Oh, there's green all over the fucking fence. Stay back, I don't want you gumming up the works. What a terrible burden you are. A gentleman should know how to recover from illness quickly. Let's see if you know. You're welcome. This is so fucked after experiencing the COVID pandemic. Let's explore sneezing on people. Watch your sneezes, sir. You're very large. I will not be nasally peppered by the ill. Oh, yes, you will. Ooh, 3-fer. Oh. I just saw the whale do a jump outside the window. He's 2D, which I find funny. Oh, right. Okay, first, sneeze on this poor child with the soup. Ah, it all went in the soup, which is now bubbling and green. Or has green bubbles in it. It's still brown overall. Oh. Huh. No different lines for Charlie there. Soup boy. Serve soup. Oh, it's gross. All green and... I guess it's the same texture as the mucus. I'm guessing it doesn't look like that if I haven't sneezed in it. Food is finally here. I'm hungry enough to eat a tree. Hey, don't waste that. I'm going to be sick. It's not how I thought that would go, but okay. Oh. Oh! Charlie, you sure swept that guard out of the way. Alfred? No, thanks, Albert. Can you help Archie try and stop the train while I find the rest of the family? You bet. Be careful, though. The Baron's really after you this time. There's Archie. Yeah. They're happy to be together. Snot soup. For 1 out of the 4 solutions. Okay, then... What if I just give you regular soup? Or what does it look like? Just gray splatters. Hey, don't waste that. That was good, but I'm still hungry. One guy talked about pollution, and I think his top hat was a smokestack. Fire Chief Russell. Isn't he the same guy from the ship? Enraged, oh yeah, over his imprisonment in the brig, Fire Chief Russell has redoubled his effort to issue the Baron as many fire safety citations as he can. Actually, huh? He might be just small enough. Hans Ollendorf. Oh, there he is. Lured onto the train by bright colors, Hans was immediately fitted with an ice bucket fan and told to keep the investors cool. Huh. What starts in a different one if I use back or start, I see. Ah, let's see here. First. Hey, at least there's not a draft in here. He's getting frozen. I think I feel a sniffle coming on. Fire and ice. Well, these are giant tongue depressors off to the side of Sickle's room. Hypochondriac, huh? There's a big bottle with a poison symbol on it. Trying to think of this era. What would they be using for medicine? Laudanum? I don't like wandering around as just me, given that, yeah, the guards are actually trying to kill me this time. When I got caught in the previous episode, I got thrown out a fucking window into the sea. That complicates things rather a lot. You're bigger than me. Size 3. Are you a size 4? You are! What do you know? The action is pollute. It makes black soot blast up into the air from his hat, and it just sort of wipes down the screen. That kid's soup is still snotty. Let's see if I can find the other one. What if I stand right next to you and... Oh, he gets all covered in soot and starts hacking and coughing, but it doesn't seem to have actually affected the soup. Sorry, kid. What do these kids out here have to do? Oh, right. Adult. What are you looking at, shorty? Make way, stubby. I can't keep it down. I'm trying to hide. This one there has a toothbrush. Can I do something with that? Charlie, can you stop this train? I'm scared, Charlie. Please help us. Thanks for letting us out of that pen. I'm scared, Charlie. Please help us. Are you going to go after the Baron? Well, maybe you ain't all bad, shrimp. Yeah. We learned these. Oh, right. Oh, dear. Oh, good. He's getting cleaned off as I jump into this kid. Fine. I'll take this soup that doesn't have boogers in it and just go stand out in the balcony and see if birds attack me. What did he say? I have a hard time keeping the pigeons out of the soup bowl. But where the fuck are the pigeons? Oh, maybe I have to go up. No, there's like, these ramps going up have like fencing and ceilings over them, so the birds wouldn't get in here. Oh, this looks like where they make soup. Why are all these alcoves in the wall in the shape of, well, like the top half of a doll? With bowls of soup in them. Oh, the pigeons! He has a message, but now he's gonna sit in the bowl, isn't he? I think I just... Yeah, he landed right in the bowl. And took a huge steaming dump, it would appear. And that is not what bird shit looks like. Oh, those are brown feathers, my bad. It does have a green cloud flowing out of it, though. So, you know, either way, toxic. Probably washed himself off in the soup. Yes, and I keep going down. Because it is a triple-decker engine. Oh yeah, I guess they do call him Thomas the Tank Engine, don't they? Here you go. I'm going to be sick. Pigeon Bisque. Ugh. What the fuck are you doing there, man? I think this guy needs help. One of the pollution guys is just endlessly walking into the fence in front of, Sickle. Oh. I have no idea how big the radius in this is. Maybe I can affect him from that gate. Actually, let's just try that. I don't think so. He's pretty far away. No, he has no reaction to this at all. We should see what some of the other people in that cabin do. What do you do, large woman? Oh, you're a size 5, aren't you? Evil stack. Stack any 3 evil industrialists together. This woman who has a carbon footprint ability, I didn't even know they had that thought in 2011, has a golden monocle now. She jumps up and down and leaves a coal dust circle on the ground where her base landed. Okay, that's a pollution guy. That's a carbon person. See, the 3 pipes on the wall make way more sense than the 3 mustaches. No, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe coal dump. No, again, it just lands on the person. Well, I do feel bad about that, so let's see if I can... Oh, no! The toothbrush just makes them dirtier. That's the joke, yes. What was the other thing? Severe intestinal distress, or... Soup better be free of any contamination. I have a very sensitive stomach. There's no fowl in the soup, is there? And if I'm not me, he'll probably recognize me. So you rescued your brother, Runt. I shall remain at my post. A well-trained guard never leaves his post. You're still here, my guy. Fine. I'll just manually take you up the stairs. Leave you in the room where you're supposed to be with all your buddies. Symbol on the wall of a bird in a cage and an envelope. This must be where those passenger pigeons are sent. Or messenger pigeons, even. If the guards don't know about you, they're not doing a very good job. There's a guy pacing back and forth in this room. Train isn't too bad. You're not locked in a cattle pen. Interact with these envelopes. Ooh. The centerpiece at this banquet hall table is, it's vases full of bouquets of money. I got just a bunch of sticks, and on the end of each stick is a wad of bills. $100 bills from the looks of things. Sweet mercy, that's a lot of money. Huh? I play piano with 5 others at the Payoff Piano Lounge, says this judge-looking asshole. If you'd like to see me and my fellows back to the piano lounge, you will not be disappointed. To be honest, we were avoiding the piano leader. Just between us, the piano leader is a hothead with poor timing. With a little luck, the crowd has pelted him with a few tomatoes, and he'll be more appreciative of our talents. Ludwig. Keep time. Wonder if that's what Beethoven's hair looked like. Oh, wait. Ludwig. Ludwig plays his piano at unprecedented speeds using a technique known as key sawing, where he drags his head briskly across the keyboard. What's this guy's issue? His hair is standing straight up, and it looks like he pissed himself. No need to argue, fellow. Let's just hug it out. What? What if I'm not that guy? The world's problems can all be solved with a simple brotherly hug. I've hugged ambassadors, presidents, generals, and bakers. I've hugged tailors, prison guards, and candlestick makers. And a hug from me always brings a smile to their faces. What a strange man. Gilliam the Furry. He is quite hairy. Man hug is his ability. No. Gilliam the Furry. Porcupine, bristlebrush, and sea urchin are but a few of the cruel names Gilliam was called as a child, when all that he wanted was a great big hug. Ah, my heart. Well, I guess the facial expressions are painted on. There's more money being burned in the fireplace. Except these wads are as big as I am. Well, I guess it makes sense they'd have multiple sizes of money. They have multiple sizes of people. In fact, one of the plates at this banquet is very clearly just gold ingots. There's nothing like the bite of carbon in one's nose. There are several health benefits of so-called carbon pollution. Clean air is largely overrated. Only the weak can't tolerate a healthy dose of carbon. As a ranking member in the Carbon Council for Clear Living, the Baron has asked me to inspect his operations. Oh dear. Haste makes waste. Fill my time up by the second. Oh, I did want to mention that. Got a comment on that subject, I believe. Oh, on the subject of just talking to people, shout out to Justin Jones. It's funny, but the music is barely noticeable, and yet without it, the game wouldn't have the elegant darkness vibe. I'm going to say something silly, more so than usual, but when you were talking to NPCs in the game, it almost sounds like a typewriter's keys clicking. I think that is what that's meant to be. I don't know, it could be some audio asset accompanying the speaking animations, presuming that there are, in fact, animations. Well, they move the top half around, like they sort of bob up and down, but the faces never move. But yes, every time it appears... Oh, the warm embrace, hug female dolls with Gilliam. And, yeah, the word balloons appear at the same time as the typing sound. I'm pretty sure that is like meant to be like the speaking thing. Some help over here, please. The tailor has fallen asleep and I've been unable to wake him. He's needed downstairs for a fitting. Tried everything to revive him, but to no avail. There's a man standing right here with a giant whistle on his hat. What if I just did this? Factory whistle! That woke him the fuck up. Would you like to be measured for a new suit? I like to start by measuring the shoulders. It's no charge, sir. The Baron is paying for my services. I'm also quite handy with metalworking, should that interest you. I apprenticed to the blacksmith as a child. What an odd series of comments. Let me just go walk over here and... I guess only the tailor jumps out of his skin, but then he was asleep. Well, the top half of his body jumped in the air, did a 180, and then landed back down. Or not a 180, a 360, and then landed back down. Just, oh! More gold. Pardon me, my duster can sometimes tingle. It's a French maid. Do you need anything dusted up high? How odd. Let me just duck around the corner. Why do I hug the guard before we call it? Nope. Alright, I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you on the next episode of Let's Play Stacking. I might be feeling down. But we've got a bunch of children to save, and I'm not about to let that stand in my way. So we'll see you next time, Burning Dog fans. Have a good day. Later.